Tom Grossi's in the building.
I do hate the Vikings. Yeah.
The Detroit Lions got Brian Branch. Packers could have had Brian Branch.
Mahomes just fires it and intercepted! Pay for the D! Going deep for it, going for it all. Caught! And nobody's there! Run! What happened, Bears? What happened? Who would have thought?
I know. Look at us.
Quick throw!
Oh!
No! Yes!
No! Let's make some noise.
He's gotta go finish the story!
Oh my God.
Wait, he caught that? This game is on drugs.
Sorry, wildflower just must have inhaled too much.
Wide right again? Why would you do this, scriptwriter? Half a freaking frackin' million people. We raised a frickin' frackin' $1 million for charity.
The NFL Fan of the Year is Green Bay Packers fan Tom Grossi.
It's frickin' time.
Grossi Posse Packers! Nation, welcome to an episode of podcast where you don't how do you Packers fan, but it's short us up. I'm your host Tom. It's frickin' Friday night, Grossi. Let's go. How we doing? 20 seconds. Yeah, it didn't feel that long. Ran out of wind real quick, so that's it. Come on. It has been so effing hot here for like a week and a half. I couldn't leave my house, and I was like, Tom, you never leave your house, and I was like, I know, but I'm trying to a little bit more. But good God, like the other day, it was 95 degrees with 96% humidity. No, just no. So today was actually like the first nice day where I'm not dying. So I was like, you know what? Let's celebrate. And we're an awesome shirt. Eli Turk, gotta learn how to say Wisconsin town names. You're not wrong. You are not wrong at all. Nay. Blow! 45 months. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Levi! With Derek Rossi. We need a 10th person in my fantasy league. Jumbo rosters, not money league. Care to join? We'll gladly take your part of. Please ask Perna. I'm a part of too many. I'm so sorry. I can't. I would love to. Every year I'm like, oh, I'm not doing too many. And I do too many. Please, I can't do any more. Also, 10 team? Come on. 12 or nothing. Lux, this year, can you go meow all the way to Lombardi? Ooh. All right. That's right. All right. Yep, first season was on Camp Quarter. You're not wrong. Yeah. So a lot has happened since the last Friday night Q&A. Okay, chat here. Oh, cute. Try 115 degrees Fahrenheit at 15% humidity. I mean, like, it was 110 when I was in Arizona. And I was like, all right. Bill, hold on, Tom. 2 hours of sleep the last 2 days. CrowdStrike issue took out the servers. Hug your system admins. Oh my God, yeah. Literally the internet apocalypse today. Yeah, hopefully get some rest soon, Bill. But yeah, IT people, you have my blessing today. Dapper, think there's a chance, and what? Becomes flag football? No, I don't. I mean, that's what you have the Olympics for, right? That's what the Olympics for. Yeah, it's been a week, and there's a couple ways that we could dissect that. It's been a week in the world. It's been a week in the United States. Most definitely, it has been a lot has happened since the last Friday night Q&A. Logged off on Friday, and then insanity happened. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna try to get out these reaction videos. And then also, life things happened that were pretty substantial. Yeah, we're also gonna do a lesson today. I know I promised you for a few weeks that we were gonna do one. We're gonna do one on government today. I'm really excited to do it. It's not gonna be a super long lesson, but I think it's a good lesson. I'm just kind of combining a couple different ones I usually do. Matthew, hey, Tom, we here? We steer. About time Caleb Williams signed his contract. I cannot wait to see you tomorrow on Mafia Con. Hey, Will the event be outside or inside? As far as I know, it is inside. As far as I know, it is inside. Yes, I will see you tomorrow. I have to wake up at the crack of ass, drive down to JFK, hop on a flight to Buffalo, and then hop on a flight later that night back to JFK, and then drive back to my house. So yes, it's gonna be a time, but it's for charity. So let's go. Let's go. Alex, what a fire! Me, GM of the Packers. How would your first move be? What do you think Packers' biggest area of weakness is? Right now, I think the biggest question mark is probably our linebackers right this second. Safety got shored up during free agency with getting McKinney, and then they addressed it during the draft. So you would think that's going to be okay. But McKinney being back there is enough for me to have a lot of confidence in that position group. Corner, there's definitely some question marks. You know, Valentine definitely played well, but Eric Stokes, we're going to see how healthy he's going to be. But linebacker, I think it's just you have Quay Walker back there who was great last year, and he was our best middle linebacker we had. So I think at the end of the day, like that's probably where my biggest question mark is. I think we'll be fine in the run game. The O-line, you know, there's question marks, but I don't think it's a huge area of weakness. So I'd say that is just probably the biggest question mark right now. And then after that, if all those positions work out, it's just, you know, someone alongside Kenny Clark and somebody step up. But my move would be, I mean, right now it's a little late to do anything. It's paid short in love. God's return. I will critique your Chargers reaction vid. It showed way too much emotion. Us longtime Chargers fan no longer have the ability to feel any emotion. Hey, that's a lie, and you know it, because I know it was nothing but bliss and joy when that man got fired. I know. That's a Super Bowl right there. Super Bowl. Ghost, what up, Benny? Boop. Not kidding. The Packers win. Let's go. Week 18. Bears 14. Packers 26. Let's go. These Packers' final game of the regular season win. That's right. Keep the champ. That's it. Still beating the Bears. Yeah, I saw Caleb Williams signed his contract. It's on now. We're getting closer and closer. We're like 7 weeks away, folks. It's getting closer and closer and closer. You can start to feel the momentum. There's electricity in the air. Appreciate you, Ghost. Thank you. Jacqueline Terror. Fortunate, both my flights today went on as scheduled. Channeling the positivity and good vibes for you and the posse. Side note, I missed South Beach already. Yeah, I was supposed to fly out to Wisconsin on Thursday, and my flight was the only one that got canceled. And then I noticed a few on the Northeast got canceled. So not today, but a couple days ago. And then, yeah, good thing I wasn't flying out today. I'm glad that things worked out, because not fun. Nick with a fire. So juicy information we all want to know. Are you moving alone, or is she moving with you? Very famous Star Wars quote. There is another. Lux with a fiver. Coming with me. I just want to be very quick. It's not polygamy, you know, no judgment. If someone were to send you a Chicago Bears 34 jersey, what would you use with that? I'd probably use it for a skit at some point. Oh yeah, that's it. Dark Knight with a fire. Super excited for Monday. Driving down to Green Bay to finally see the man that got me in wrestling. Let's go, CM Punk. Yes! Let's go. From Green Bay, Wisconsin, Monday Night Raw. Come on now. So yeah, we'll talk about a couple things here. I'll have like a full announcement, like when things really start to happen. So let me explain what has happened personally since I logged off. So we had been talking about, like, I've talked about it on streams before of like, oh, you house hunting, you still looking for a house, all this great stuff. And the answer is like, yeah, but I kind of succumbed to like, all right, I'm going to be here for another year. It's a little late in this. It's getting real close to the season. It's 7 weeks, so a move would be really, really difficult. So I didn't anticipate that I was really going to be going anywhere too, and just give me another year to kind of save money and all that great stuff. Goes to a 20. Placements NFC are as follows. 1, Cowboys, my team. Cowboys. 49ers, Buccaneers, Lions, Vikings, Rams, and Falcons. Bro, what? The Lions and Vikings both made... I'm done. We're done. 7-20. Come down south, Tom. Pretty warm down here, too. Congrats on the house offer. Moving to a new place and going back to school. Hell yeah. Life about to get busy. Will you try a stream of college football? I know. I have zero time. I thought I had time. I thought I didn't have time before that. But yeah, now I have even less time. So yeah, no. Enjoy the game. I hear great things. I was happy to make a video about it. Yeah, but it's, I got no time. No time. So, last Friday, Stacy, shout out Stacy, the realtor who's been working with me for 3 years. Also, Tyler's mother-in-law. Wonderful people. Sent me a house and was like, hey, what do you think about this one? Right? And there's 2 houses. One was all right. And I looked at the second one and I was like, huh. It's a nice house. Cowboy to Fiverr. Tom, you've been going with Packers owners meeting this Monday. 9 games this year in Green Bay. I would like to meet and take a pic with you. Not going to the owners meeting, but enjoy. Bring lots of sunscreen if you are going. I'll be there the week of the Ravens game, not for the preseason. So I'll be there. So I go every year for training camp and preseason. So I will be there. That's like in a couple weeks, whenever that is. So whenever that is, that's when I'm be there. I don't know dates or anything right now. So that's it. Golden says, when you got the house done and tweeted, just got the call, things are about to get crazy. I thought you meant Trump calling you PSVP. No, thank you. So anyway, what happened was, somebody in this house was like, all right, it was a pretty nice house. So Stacy goes, do you want me to go look at it? I said, okay. Because again, like, I'm also, Luke, I am not answering that right now. I'm also in New York, right? So I can't just like fly out for every single house that I'm like, oh, that looks pretty good. And Stacy's been awesome about that. Stacy's been like going out and we do like virtual calls. Like, you know, she walks through the house and kind of just like shows me virtually. And then the signal drops. And then I go, I think I can see that. And all of that great stuff, right? So on Saturday, take some time. I'm on a podcast in the morning. And then Stacy winds up and visiting that house. Showing to Fire, the conference is the AFC. It's so top heavy that who cares about the bottom? I think maybe there's more depth in the NFC, but yeah, no, it's the AFC. Their playoffs are going to be a gauntlet. So what winds up happening is she does a walkthrough, and Dwayne goes with her, her husband. Shout out Dwayne. Dwayne's awesome. Dwayne actually came with me when we went to the preseason game in Lambeau. So that was awesome. Shout out Dwayne. So anyway, she walks through, and I was like, damn. Okay, this is like a really nice house. Like, it's a really nice house to the point of, oh man, like I might put an offer on that house because it's basically checking off just about everything. It is ungodly expensive, but not as ungodly expensive as it should be. And again, it's just checking off so many boxes, right? Yard for the dogs, right? Space for definitely a studio. There's lots of things that it checks. So Saturday, Say's like, all right, if you're interested, you let me know. So Saturday, I'm kind of sitting with it. I'm stressing about it a ton, and I mean a ton. And I was like, the timing is just really bad. The timing is awful because in 7 weeks the season starts, and for me to close on a house, it closes on time. It closes before the first week of September because once September hits, I start working 7 days a week. So like there's no shot that I can move. So it needs to close before September. I need to move halfway across the country with 4 pets in which is a 16-hour drive, right? Because I'm not putting them on a plane. It's a 16-hour drive, bro. Like this is tough. Like that's gonna be rough. If I should do a video learning to pronounce the names of Wisconsin towns. Yeah, I saw that there was one of the Packers rookies, right? That just came out with that. Oh yeah, there's some. Saying to have a basement. It does. Ghost with Fire. Since backing down the playoffs this year, do you want me to share the results of each weekend in the NFC North? Tell me who wins at the end. Just tell me who wins at the very end. Just tell me at the very end. So, hi Dash. Do you need to go upstairs? Oh boy. Everyone, I just want to tell the story. Go upstairs. His leg is feeling a little bit better, so that's good. All right. So anyway. So I'm wrestling with that all Saturday night. I go to sleep. And I wake up. Problems with Fire. I am going to the draft. Yes. I'm going to try to make that a meetup. Yes. I can almost guarantee that there will be one. Oh, yes. I will be at the draft in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Don't you worry. So then I said, all right. I woke up on Sunday. I sat with it a bit, talked to some people, and I came to the consensus that I would regret not going for it. And if I don't get it, at least I can say, I tried, right? I did the best I could. So, I'm not making any of this up. Sunday, put in an offer, and the deadline was 6 p.m. that the offers needed to be in. So, I was told by Stacy, if it takes a while to hear back, that's usually not a good sign. Chances are you didn't get it. And I was like, I'm content if that happens. It's fine, right? Ugh. Can we not go in and out, please? Thank you, Moosey. Ghost Fire, got it. In that case, Jared wins Super Bowl. Godspeed on your lesson tonight. You go back to work. Have a good day at work. Let's go. John Fiver, what position do you think is the second most position in football behind QB, and who's the best at that position? Second most what? Second most important? Second most difficult? Which one? Important? You could argue left tackle. I mean, that's probably really, really important. After that, you look at edge rusher and corner. Yeah, that's it. Important? Yeah, I'd say left tackle. Left tackle, probably Trent Williams is definitely up there. He's one of the best left tackles there is. Yeah, right now. So, what winds up happening is put it in at like, I don't know, it was like 2 or 3 o'clock or something. It got in way before the deadline. And it's 9:30, and I haven't heard anything. So I'm assuming, all right, I probably didn't get it. So I text Stacy, and I was like, should I be reading into the silence? And she's like, I haven't heard anything, but again, the longer you wait, we're not gonna like put a period on it, but we don't know. We don't know right now. So then about like 15, 20 minutes later, Stacy texts me and goes, well, I actually just got a question about your offer, so I guess it's still ongoing. And then panic hit, and I was like, oh, okay. So then fast forward, and it's 11:30. And Stacy texts me and goes, hey, just got a call from them. They're down to 2 offers. Yours is one of them. And now it is full-blown panic. And now I'm like, I don't know if it's midnight my time or if it's midnight Central Time. But I am straight up panicking. And it's a panic of, oh my God, I could get a house. And then it's, oh my God, I could get a house. And then, oh God, like, this is gonna be a nightmare. Just trying to get this all done. And you know, like, I got reactions I need to get done. I have coach I need to get done. I have to go do I have charity events tomorrow. I have charity events in August. I have to go to, like, there's a million things that I have to do. And I was like, oh, this is panic time. So midnight comes and goes, and I was like, oh, I guess it's 12 o'clock their time. So now I have to wait another hour, and I'm exhausted at this point. And I was like, I would like just to go to bed, but I need this to be resolved. And so like Stacey was like, are you panicking? And she's like, are you stressing out? Is it good or negative stress? I was like, it's just a state in which I'm currently in. So it turns 12:40 my time. Basically on the Adam Copeland of my seat right now. See what you did there. And I'm freaking out. And it's like it's 12:40. So I got like 20 minutes left on the deadline. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to go downstairs and I'm just going to do dishes. I hate doing dishes, but it's something we all got to do. But I'm going to go downstairs. I'm going to do dishes. And I'm just going to not look at my phone until it's 1 a.m. So, wash all the dishes, right? Made sure everything was squeaky clean. Got some stress out, right? And then, while I was doing the dishes, I cheated and was like, all right, it's 12:50. I'm going to go upstairs and check my phone. I checked my phone. There was no messages. And I was like, okay, I'm likely not going to get it. And that gave me a level of like calm of like, okay, my life isn't about to be turned upside down and it's going to be the most crazy 7 weeks of my life. And so, washed a lot of dishes. It's 1:01 a.m. I walk upstairs and I have a missed call from 12:59. And I have a text from Stacy that says, hey, Tom, if you're still up, give me a call. So, grab my phone. I go downstairs. And I call Stacy. And I was like, oh, they sure took their time, huh? She's like, oh, yeah, it is. Like, you know, small talk. And then I'm just silent because now I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be like, I don't know what happened. And she just goes, well, I hope you're excited because they accepted your offer. And the first words out of my mouth, language, were, oh shit. And she goes, is that a good old shit? Oh shit. And I go, it's just an oh shit. And then I was like, okay, thank you very much, Stacey. I appreciate all the work that you did. This is great. 3 years, trying to find me a house. Great. And then I hung up and I had a full-blown panic attack. There was an elephant sitting on my chest. And I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? Like, legitimately, what am I going to do? I don't know. Like, what am I going to do about Coach? What am I going to do about all these things I agreed to do, whether it's like podcast appearances or charity events and all these things? I'm like, I thought I was going to be crunched for time and I was going to be staying here. What the hell am I going to do? I have 7 weeks. What if the internet doesn't work? And if the internet doesn't work, then I can't make money and I'm not going to be able to pay my mortgage. And then because of that, I'm going to miss all the new subscribers in September. And I just spiraled and it went down. And it was bad for a while. The sleep did not come easy that night. So, Monday, Stacey's like, all right, just give me a call. So, give Stacey a call. And she's like, do you want this house? Because, like, I'm nervous because it sounded that, like, you were panicking. And I go, oh, yeah, I'm panicking. 100%. And I told her straight up, like, full transparency, again, it's just the timing. I like the house. The house looks really good. I think it's a house that I would really like. It's just, I am panicking because of all the things that need to get done. And I am stressed beyond the moon, that I'm going to move there and nothing's going to be set up and things are going to be set back. And then I'm in Wisconsin and I can't do my job and then I can't pay my bills and then it's bad. Fragger would have killed me. So maybe. So anyway, she's like, okay, like, we need to do something anyway, blah, blah, just keep me posted. So Monday kind of just comes and goes a little bit. I am still freaking the hell out. How am I going to get this done? How is this going to be okay? All this great stuff. And then Tuesday rolls around. And Tuesday's a very different day. So Tuesday, we get the inspection scheduled for Thursday, otherwise known as yesterday. And I am like, okay, I'm not excited and I'm not necessarily happy because I'm so stressed out, because I am freaking out so much. So Tuesday, I had an idea. And I will tell you how the rest of the week went real quick. Thursday was supposed to be the inspection. The inspection did happen. Wednesday night, Delta texted me, said, your flight's canceled. There were no other flights out there. I could not get to Wisconsin. And so because of that, virtually, I had to go through the inspection. It was great. I was so happy. I met the seller that way. They were so kind. They wanted to take me out to lunch. All this great stuff. It is super duper dope. Like I felt so confident afterwards. I felt so good about it. The house is like everything that I could have wanted. I'm legitimately like excited after the inspection. So things are going with that. I'm filling out paperwork constantly. All that great stuff. But the thing that I did and thought of that made it a lot less stressful, and this will be like, again, a full announcement and all that great stuff. So the expected closing is a little bit less than a month. And the idea is that this upcoming season is going to be the last season in this house. Because I am going to, instead panicking and freaking out and trying to rush in 7 weeks while trying to get everything that I need done, and then moving the animals and then getting everything set up and worrying about things not being set up. Instead, it's going to be a slow move. People are going to be staying there. And on top of that, I'm going to get work done on the house. So there's like a couple things with the inspection. Boom, boom, boom. That's going to get fixed. I can get a fence put in. I can get a studio put in. And so either right before the draft that's in Green Bay, Wisconsin, or right after the draft that's in Green Bay, Wisconsin, then I'll like officially, and I'll go back and forth and like all that great stuff. And like, again, people are going to be staying there. That's not an issue. And yeah, it's going to cost more to do that, but I'm going to be working during the busiest time and during the season. So my thought is like, okay, I'll be able to pay those bills regardless of how stressful it'll be. And that stress is not as much of let's just rush everything in 7 weeks. So like I said, there will be like a full announcement and everything like that. But yeah, as of right this second, the work is being done where it looks like after 3 years of looking, I will finally be getting a house in Wisconsin, which I'm really excited about. I don't want to like jinx anything. I think everything is going to be fine. I have so much confidence in it. Like everything's going to be fine. But yeah, that saved and alleviated a lot of stress. So the reason I bring that up too is and I know that these shouldn't be priorities, but they are. Of course, it's, making sure that the studio or at least a space is set up so I could do my job and I can do this and be ready by September, because I need to be ready September 1st. But it's more of like, there's priorities like coach too. Like coach was a big, I have to finish this and I don't want to rush it. So yeah, don't worry. That is on the mind. So like, that's how much that means to me. So yeah, a lot less stressful. I'm super excited. There's nothing like official, nothing's closed yet or anything like that, but the process is moving along very, very well. And there is stress. There is definitely a lot of stress, but a very, very stressful week. But yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. And while I was excited yesterday, after the inspection and all that, there was a ton of gratitude because I wouldn't be able to do this and get the house that I have been waiting for and wanting for so long without this, without the community, without me picking up a camera 9 years ago. And I think it's really going to hit me when I get keys in my hand for my first house. That like making silly football videos like allowed me to buy a house. Like that's pretty damn cool. So I appreciate you all. Again, there'll be more official things. And also, we're going to try. It is officially going to be the last season that the spot that I reserve for a goal play button when we hit 1 million subscribers, we'll see if that can get filled. We'll see if it can get filled before we leave. We'll see. Oh, if you had a fire, catch great in college football 25 named Brandon Purdue named 410. Oh, that's not right. That's not right. That's not right. Jason, we're watching X-Men 4 Deadpool and Wolverine comes out. Oh my god, I can't wait. I'm super pumped for it. I am. But Apple, I say all the mods show up and help Tom move. There'll be a giant house warming party for him. Yeah, next year. Again, might be right after the draft. Wookie, so frickin' stoked for you. I said, oh crap, when I found my wife was pregnant. Congrats, you broke. Excited for you. Appreciate you, buddy. I appreciate you. Alex Fike, any Packer in their prime, who you picking? It's Reggie White. That's it. The answer to that's, and if it's a Packer, it's always Reggie White. Always Reggie White. Always. Well, congrats on the potential house. You're going to have a football field in the backyard of the old Vault Soda commercials. I mean, it's a decent sized yard. I don't know if it's that big, though. Or is it? Marshall, new film set better have a red spot on the wall. Of course. And yes, there will be, like, the same couch and stuff. Go, could fire. It's Friday. You know what that means. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Vithan, congrats on the new house, sir. No one deserves it more. You're putting on the new Jags throwback uniforms. I'm so happy the big kitty is back on the sleeve. They look good. But Apple Tour, Wildflower for HOA. No HOA, thank God. Yeah, what they tour, you installing a Johnny Parks room. It's just Cinnabon everywhere. Blow it at fire. Hey, Lions fan here. Quick question for you. What if love regresses a bit in this upcoming season? Then you would hope that the support system around him is going to pick him up. That's it. Zappy Tour. So were the old owners Packers fans? I believe they were. Market Fire. Does the house have a crawl space? I haven't had that confirmed yet, but it does have a basement. Nick and Fire. Follow up. She moving with you beforehand. See how well you live together. Basically already do, so. Rachel, did you get my package to the P.O. box today? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Yes, we got some boxes for mail time. And here's the thing, Rachel. When I went, so I'll keep you all posted. I appreciate y'all. When I went there, they're like, all right, you got 1 box. I didn't say from Rachel, and Rachel said there's a package coming. So I was like, do you mind checking again? And then they found 3 more packages. Ready with a fire? So a mod party in the basement. We break out. Nothing nefarious at all. No. We'll crack the door open. We'll leave it open. We'll leave it open. We'll be good. So, yeah, we'll rock. All right, so let's do some mail time. And then, yeah, we'll open some packages. He's right behind me, because of course he is. Just a 2. Won't you miss all Jets fan being so close? No, I will not. No, I will not. All right. So this is from Gwendolyn in Largemont. Not insanely far. Gods with Terror. Gonna see my first movie in theater over 5 years. Twisters. Okay, if the plot is stupid and the acting's awful. Just want to see the big damn tornadoes mess crap up. That's fair. I heard it was solid, though. I heard it was very, very solid. Blue to Fire. By the way, favorite Packer fan. Do love when you go through pain for your team, though. Yeah, of course. We'll see, GCU. Again, it's just gonna depend on timing. I'm trying to get these reactions done, and I have 10 teams left now. So we're getting close. Also, I can tell you, the tentative game plan, again, it's gonna happen when it happens, but still on track. Tentative game plan for the first episode of season 6 of Coach to be released next week. Oh? There are markers. Alex Terrence, part of your plan I like most is how you'll still be able to travel to Green Bay for training camp and the 3rd preseason game. I hope the house you move to has some nice trees. They do. They do have some nice trees. Local tour, let me know when I can send the what ifs. Gotcha. All right, this side up, handle fragile with... Is this just like moving supplies? Enjoy the move. Thank you, Gwen. It's fragile. It's this side up, fragile, and labels. Phenomenal. Literally, I said something literally this week. Cosmo, do your thoughts on ESPN Top 100 of the Century? I have not had a chance to check those out yet. I have not. It's been a week. Thank you, Gwen. I appreciate you. That's phenomenal. Hell yeah. Also, was told to check out The Weary Traveler if I ever am in Madison. Zach, I always forgot about those. Don't know how to put in these anymore. Yeah, I get you. It's just, hi. All right, what do we got here? This is from Stephanie! All right, Steph, what do we got? Oh, yeah. I know, I threw out all the boxes. But, like, they were computer boxes, so they weren't, like, as big. So, you know. But that said, it wasn't arriving until tomorrow. It's here. Oh, there's insulation falling out. Yeah. It's out. It's our side, free man. One piece of advice: don't look for a bargain when it comes to whoever you hire to move you. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, I ain't messing with that. We're not doing the whole like pickup trucks and stuff, and considering it's 16 hours away. Oh yeah, I appreciate you. Top. Congrats on the 1 million race for charity. Let's go. Thanks for creating a community of friends. Hey, let's go. Chaotic good, baby. Chaotic good. Let's go. Oh, that's dope. That's so cool. Oh, hell yeah. Let's rock. Oh, why is there so much insulation on this? All right, let's rock. Accurate. 1,000,000% accurate. Perfect. Thank you, Steph. I appreciate you. Yep. You ain't wrong. I like the colors, too. Appreciate you, Steph. Thank you. I'm going to throw out this insulation one. And I can put this right over here. Boom. Perfect. Thank you, Steph. I appreciate that. Is literally perfect. I think that's pretty much a mantra at this point, right? Pretty much. All right, Rachel. In this box. You put that in the crawl space for us. No. I threw in some crumbs the other day. I mean, again, just the entitlement is insane. It's insane. All right. Rachel! Ahem. Greetings, Tom! Hope this package finds you well. A few days ago, I went to a local farmer's market. I loaded up on some goodies I think you'll enjoy. Include some peppers from my garden. Should be ready to eat by the time they reach you. Hopefully they're nice and spicy. Excellent. Also, congrats to your most recent out purchase. Myself and the other mods are looking forward to finally being free from the crawl space in the coming months. You're letting us out, right? Uh-huh. Yeah. Michael Termaficon, I'll be there tomorrow. Flying out the crack of ass tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank God. Oh, let's go, Rachel. Let's go. After this week, we could all use some Tank 7. Right? Yeah, sure. Of course. Just move in the dead of the night. That's it. All right. What do we got here? What do we got here? Peanut butter. Oh, they're dog treats. Thank you, Rachel. They'll be very happy about that. Then, if I have more hockey lore history for you, goalie mask wasn't worn until 1959. Helmets were mandatory still set. Oh my God. All right. Those are decisions. Oh, all right. Concussions. Maybe they don't leave with their heads that much. Let's go, peppers. Yo, Rachel, the peppers you sent last year were awesome. I just threw it in like all my food, and it was nice and hot and spicy, and it made me very happy. It made me very, very happy. Thank you, Rachel. You know what we got here? Is it? Oh, no. Oh, no, Rachel, what are you doing? Are you trying to start a war? It's corn! It's corn. Ours is the best. It's begun. It's begun. Just doing a terror. So the Falcons play at 1 o'clock. Home game against the Steelers is December 8th. The same day as 4 o'clock. NASCAR race in Atlanta. Oh, the traffic is going to be... Oh, God. Yep, nope. Traffic not going to be good. It's got the juice. All right. I'll say reignite the corn wars. It's perfect. All right, what do we got here? What the heck we got here? Candied jalapenos? Bro, what? Okay. Do I gotta put them in the fridge? Unopened, good 1 year from can date. Refrigerate after opening. Got it. It says it right there. I just had to read. Oh, hell yeah. Thank you, Rachel. Oh, where's this getting put in here? Ooh, now I'm hungry. Why am I hungry? I didn't eat. But it's fine. Eat it when I'm finished! Boop! Kidding. Rest time of new house. And poor neighbors will have no idea. Next to 1 million mark, Chiefs, I expect you to deserve it. Hey, I appreciate you. You know, I'm not gonna get like overly excited just yet, but I appreciate it. It's crazy. I'm also still really stressed out. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it was rough. I spiraled because I was panicking. I was like, I need to get content done. Like, I have an obligation. Like, I want to get this stuff done and coach, and we found a way. Just fine. Statistically, Arkansas corn is best. Suck at Kansas. Here we go. I know, C-Matt. But I got, again, it's also a nice long goodbye. You know? Thank you very much. I appreciate y'all. Thank you, Gwen. Thank you, Steph. Thank you, Rachel. Appreciate you. I'm gonna wash my hands super duper quick, and then we'll rock. Whee! I can tell you a little about the coach premiere. Hold on, I'm just gonna get a glass. All right, wanna know what the first episode of Coach is about? I could give you the general synopsis. Terry, you should Google Terry Sawchuk's scarred fate. Oh. LQ, Drew Chiefs stood on a podium for a race win. Let's go. Now back to senior year of college. Wish I could donate some time for you. Best of luck. LQ, keep crushing it. Aiden saw long legs today. It was definitely something. More of a thriller than horror, but I enjoy it. Also, Indiana corn is the best. I know. I haven't even had a chance to go see it. But I heard similar things. I heard it was like a little overhyped, and that made me really upset. Kate, welcome to the posse. Ski Code Fire. It's favorite type of corn. Ohio, Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, Pennsylvania, or Kentucky. New York, because I currently live there. And that won't cause problems. Right, Joe? If I was going to say the peppers, then I thought Tom has been through a lot this week. He needs some beer. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You know what? I'm going to throw one of those Tank 7s in there. Yeah, I heard more thriller than horror. I did hear that. Let me throw a Tank 7 in there. That's how we'll finish off the evening. All right. Do this. Boom. But in the meantime, we rouse. Big Wood of Fire. Still waiting for you to try my salad. You said I'd come over and you would try it during the first round of this year's draft. We're doing it. I mean, I'll be in Green Bay. So if you're going to be in Green Bay, bring over salad. Sure, Luke. Go ahead. I got to remember these doggy treats for the puppers. Thank you, Rachel. Appreciate you. Rouse. All right. Let's do this. We'll rock. My favorite anime? I mean, like, if the lame answer is like DBZ just because I grew up with it. Death Note's pretty fantastic, though. It is. I enjoy it. So, what if the interim Russian government won the war? They're not. Like, there's no shot they win that. Yeah, for the Russian Civil War, there's no shot. There's no shot. Nixon didn't resign. Then he gets impeached. Yeah, that's easy. They did it before he did. So, War 1812 had a winner either way. Depends on how significant the win is. If the British won, then it's like a lot more significant if the U.S. does, I think. Trotsky took power, not Stalin. That's a great question. Yeah, that's a fun alternate history that it goes down. But then you wonder around, like, about the people that are around him. I wonder what's going to happen. What if Teddy or Taft won 1912? Teddy won? I think we'd had some more improvement. Maybe a little earlier. Zachary Fire. Y'all better not talk about corn without the Cornhusker State. There ain't no place like Nebraska. Here we go again. Here we go. Jed, congrats on the house, Tom. After you get moved, I'd love to take you to dinner around Wisconsin for another hockey game. Teddy bear toss. I keep hearing about these teddy bear tosses. I gotta do it. Kevin, thanks for the 5 memberships. Justin with Fire. Bart on September 8th. How did NASCAR have a sellout and we didn't? Oh yeah, we're the Falcons. It's true. Not wrong. You're not wrong. Rouse. All right. I love how I see Nebraska corn sucks and Nebraska corn is the best on the same screen. That's it. Oh yeah, the synopsis of the first episode of Code. Oh my, really? Did I just spill beer? Oh man, I've had a week, huh? I spilled it on the notebook too. What a party foul! I'm ending the stream. God, I don't. Wow. You know what? Now I don't even get a house. How dare I? Are you kidding me? Playoffs? What is this? Amateur hour? What is this, rookie night? First beer? Spilling a little bit of beer? Come on. What's going on here? Yeah, seriously. What's going on? Chuck, please, the lore. I got you. Don't worry. We'll get the lore. My understanding so through. Janine, how's my advice? That's a chimney wood fireplace wood stove. Have a sweep inspect it. Oh yeah, carpenter ants. Oh yes. We're not cutting corners. Nay. I waited too effing long to get this house. I am not cutting corners. So, I mean, I'll be very honest with you. Like, just putting it plainly, I'm terrified. I mean, that's what happened on Sunday night. Like, I'm absolutely terrified. It's a major change. It's a major life change. But again, there was a lot of ease of a lot of stress when I was like, okay, it'll be like a slow move in. But yeah, no, like I'm still like this season, I'm terrified of just like, okay, like, yeah, ambition coming out. Ambition. Whew. He coming out. Said, halfway 2 years. Hope you do well beyond the stress. I'm stressing over vet school apps, so that's fun. Also, MJF Ospreay. What, such an awesome free TV match. I noticed people like it went too long, and there was parts where it definitely went long, but I think I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. I mean, both wrestlers did a great job, and you got to see it for free. I mean, come on now. Big Mo with Fire. Behold, Burn Sympathy, Chris Arugula, Ruby Tomatoes, Creamy Avocado, and Zesty Citrus, Kissed by Alva, a Divine Feast for the Senses. That does sound good. That does sound good. Kate Fire, congrats on the house. My sister's wedding went well, but I'm so exhausted from being around 250 people and setting up and tearing down everything. I do not blame you in any way, shape, or form. That sound 250? Good God. Bad Fire, Spelling Bear on the notebook. That's not the real Tom. Who are you? Junior? Ego Tour. Was that the Mooney Port technique? Yes, it was. It was. I know the lore, but there's a. Hold on. Now I gotta wipe that up. I know. I'm trying. I want you to get a paper towel. I'll use some toilet paper just because I don't have to go upstairs. Then I'm trying. Doing the best I can with what I have to work with, and what I have to work with. Oh boy, if we're counting it insanity, there is not much left. It is a slippery slope, my friends. I gotta take out this garbage too. Oh boy. All right. Okay, so yes, I'll tell you all about it. But first, cheers, folks. Appreciate y'all. Cheers, cheers. We're getting there. Where'd that coaster go? Ah, here it is. Perfect. Okay, so the first episode called The Pop. All Zachary would fire. Tom, I would assume your new house does have a good basement. I asked him a crawl space, but beggars can't be choosers. It definitely has a basement. Crawl space is... Wait and see. But the suspense. So, yeah. I'm so excited for this. Similar to how I have done episodes in the past. Oh, Big Mo! Fire. Nay, dear friend. Salad's not a mere sustenance. It's a vibrant celebration of nature's finest. A feast that dances upon the taste bud. Rejoice! This salad isn't the greatest salad I've ever had. It better be the most embarrassing thing ever. It's gonna be bad. Anyway. So, like I've done previous episodes before, like the fear or the joy, where from a perspective of a character, you go throughout Coach. That is what the premiere is going to be for this season, for a particular character, who we are going to go back to literally near the beginning. Like, before Coach Season 1. We're going way back. And it's going to get us all caught up to where we were at the end of the North Saga. So, it's going to be a beefy episode. The push. You will see the push. Justin Fire was playing an old EA Sports NASCAR game. Just missed when Sports Stars 8. EA Sports in the game. It's true. It was fun. It was fun back in the day. Let's go. Oh yeah. Start the push and go from there. Well, I mean, technically we're going to see stuff before the push. But, yeah. And again, folks, I really appreciate the patience. Like, I'm stressing. I'm not going to lie. Every day I'm stressed about Coach. Every day I'm stressed about it. And I'm trying to get all this stuff done. And we're trying to buy a house. And just day to day getting ready for the season. I'm trying. I'm doing the very best I can. Terry to Fire. Wisconsin Liquor Board called. Your Wisconsin citizenship application has been denied for alcohol abuse. You can reapply in 1 year. There's no shot that I would be denied based off that. There's no shot. We see in emotions pre-push. Shorts, yeah, it's just constant. Just has to be consistent. Just putting out stuff all the time. Shorts is a bit easier because it's a little bit easier to do, but then, yeah, you just keep putting them out and they'll pop. Just put out one a day. Big Motifier. Fear not, brave soul. The salad shall transcend mere nourishment, igniting your senses and leaving you blissful rapture. No shame shall dwell here. We'll see. Am I going to finish all the fan reactions before the season starts? Yes, I have 10 left. Exactly, LQ. Exactly. I'll finish season of Coach the last season of this house. I actually always wanted it to be that. True story. I always wanted my last year in the house to coincide with the end of Coach. And now, yeah, it's like actually gonna happen. I've been seeing that since season 3, because a shot that I wanted to do literally in season 3 when I almost bought a house, I'm gonna be able to do. So, Zach with a 5er. So there's all the stuff going on. I'd assume we're gonna have this season again. I'm gonna do the best I can with what I got. So there's potential, definitely. I just gotta see. I gotta see how the rest of this plays out. I gotta make sure the closing date is actually the closing date. I do gotta get some stuff done with that. And then yeah, I have a million things I need to do. I have a million. And then when I get, that's the thing. Like, I need to just survive until the season, but it's not surviving. It's like I need to be in season mode now. But like once the season hits, there's gonna, and like I can see numbers are going back up and like things are back to somewhat normal. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you folks, like holy crap, I'm gonna work. you thought I am going to work this season, because now like, yeah, it's terrifying, because I've been able to like live here, you know, I pay rent and stuff and live here, but yeah, now it's oh, there's stress. There it is again. Angel Terror, congrats on the house. Reach a point of the packing process where you gleefully pack yourself into a box, avoid taping another one. Been there, not worth it in the end. That's fair. That's fair. I get it. Janine Fire, reviewed 10 times in 4 different states, bought, sold 3 houses, made a lot of mistakes. Before you ask me anything, you know where to find me. I appreciate you, Janine. I appreciate you. Yeah. Exactly, Winder. I just been phoning it in. Yeah, just been really not doing anything. Burn yourself into oblivion. That's been since 2019, so. Oh, it's a whole nother animal. Oh, I know, Dean. Oh, I know. So, yeah, it'll be good. Just we gotta get there. All right, we'll go like 9 more minutes. We'll or 8 more minutes. We'll chill, and then I'll do this lesson, because people have been wanting me to do this lesson for a while. And so basically, what I did is I combined a few things. And I'm presenting it in a way that I actually haven't presented it before, but this is like basically combining some AP stuff, some general stuff, and then just a way that I would want to approach government. So, Pastor, let's go! Greetings from Mexico City! In case you find the source of that food poisoning, there's epic bounce back to get to the ring. Congrats again on the house purchase. Hey, Pastor, let's go! I appreciate you, buddy. Thank you. You find them. Also, go to that place where we had tacos. They were so good. It was so good. Unless it was them. And yeah, with fire, congrats on starting your way to becoming Midwestern, even if it's Wisconsin. I see you. I will say too, I haven't been able to process a lot of it because again, it is just stress. Matthew, I'm driving them. Yeah, I'm driving them. Which is another thing too. It's gonna take like 16 hours. So Euros are great. The amount of people that like reached out and like said like really, really like supportive stuff. Yeah, I appreciate the hell out of you. Like that, every now and then I was able to like check that out, and yeah, I just appreciate you, because like I am a ball of stress still. Less so, but yeah. And again, like Coach, which is on my mind to every, like even I finished like reaction videos, I'm like, I still have the mountain that is Coach. If I gotta split it, I'll split it. If I gotta do it during the season and you'll see like an episode every month, I'll do that. If I need to split it and then it has like whatever, it's gonna get done. I promise you, it's gonna get done. Roaster, Albany is down 35-46 with 4 minutes left. Oh. Yeah, it's Mall America, right? That's pretty cool. Accurate. Congrats to the house. Once a horse racing party, I can bring beer and tacos. Ooh, tacos. I gotta listen. We gotta close on it first. Market Fire. So excited for season 6. Maybe cast for Tome is perfect. Actors Wildflower and Lenny are awesome. Times the actors kind of mid though. Accurate. I agree. I can completely agree. Oh, Sam, I'm going straight through. I'm going straight through. Oh yeah. Yeah. Again, I know I'm only talking to like, you know, not a ton of people, but like it's really important to me that I finish Coach. It's really important that like I get it done the way that I want it to get done. And it's stressing me the hell out because like I know the amount of work that it's going to take to do it, and just with everything else it's going to be difficult. But I promise you it's going to get done. I don't know when it's going to get done, but it's going to get done. So, Equator, you think Packers will win it all next time? I think they have a good chance. I think they have a good chance of going all the way. It depends on what that defense looks like. The offense, again, we'll see what we got. I'm excited considering what we saw last year, if that was a small sample size. So it's just come down to defense. Give it a fiver. Recent upgrade from crappy satellite internet to good fiber internet. Now I can finally do things and see how normal people see the webs. And then, of course, like the whole thing crashes this morning. Of course. Of course. Of course. So, yeah. Yeah. I got that. And also, fast internet is a game changer. Game changer. So, yep. We'll see. We'll see. Good thing now y'all Saga's done. Plot isn't directly dependent. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. So, has a new house changed your idea for Coach's ending? No. Nope. It literally is just going to make one thing logistically easier. And that's it. That's it. And, yeah. I'm so excited for it. I'm so excited for it. Midnight, what? Yeah, not Mall of America. I'm sorry. It's in Jersey. Yeah, American Dream. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. It's not Mall of America. Good God. It's not in Minnesota. I'm sorry. Yes, that's what I meant. The American Dream one literally in Jersey. That's right next to the stadium. Kill it, fire. Got this. There is no doubt it'll all be worth the wait. It will. It definitely will. So, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be hectic. It's going to be stressful. It's time to check in for my flight. Oh, yeah, hold on. I got to check in for my flight back to Buffalo as I fly in and out. I don't know where my phone is. Bad if I have dad joke free time. What's orange and sounds like a parrot? What? I don't know. Oh, guys, it's gonna be a dad joke. King Andrew! Hey, King Andrew's 1 week away from 500 days. Kel, thanks for the membership. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Let's go. A carrot. Oh, God, I'm done. I'm done. Stream over. Nope, we're done. We're done now. That's it. All right. Oh, God. Oh, boo. 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 All right, that's well done. All right. Want to do a lesson? Santo! We're Terry Tom. You're amazing guy. Look at all you've accomplished solo with talent, hard work. Try not to stress because you got this. It will get done. I know it will get done. It's just so stressful, man. It's just... Yeah, this is scary. This is scary and terrifying stuff. Because you do, like, again, like, Perna talked about this too, and we've talked about this. Like, especially this off-season, things are slower. You're like, all right, will people come back? Like, will everyone come back? Like, while the season comes? And it's just... Now it's like, oh my God, now there's so many stakes and, like, trying to pay that. And it's scary. It's definitely scary. I know we're going to be all right because, like, I'm just going to work. I'm telling you, the amount that I'm going to work this season. I'm excited what replaces the sagas. Rick with a hundo! Boop, boop. Says, hundo for the house fund. Congrats to the house. Ain't nothing like being a homeowner. Yeah, I'm going to cry when I get my keys, 100%. This is a move to a place that, like, I've wanted to be for so long. And, like, I love the house, man. I love the house so much. And the sellers are so kind. Like, they're just good people. Oh. One step at a time. But the problem is, like, I also still haven't seen it. So because my flight got canceled for the inspection, I'm trying to work it out with the seller. Like, just another time I can fly out there before the closing. Because I literally haven't seen it. So. Rachel, what's brown rhymes with Snoop? Is it poop? Is it? Foster, give me a joke about the Bears. I'm so ready for week 1. Last season. Justin Fields. Your ownership. Your front office. Any one of those. Steph, what are 10 memberships? Appreciate you, Steph. Thank you. Bad tour. Dad joke number 2. What state has the smallest drinks? I don't know. Well, right there, clickbait crew stranded on an island. Who would be eaten first? Last time he said tree, because you'd run away, but after you're 40, do you still have the same answer? Whoa, Juan! Whoa. Minnesota, oh God. Whoa. All right, I see the shade for the 40 time. All right. No, now I'm running faster. Now I'm running even faster. All right, let's do a lesson. All right, I'm gonna tell you right off the bat, right off the rip, No, I don't want to share it. Stop it. Stop it. Ugh. There's one at 20. For someone in Phoenix. Hey, what's going on? Here's something towards rousing Allagash on my birthday. Hey! Happy freaking fracking birthday. Let's go. Let's go. Good the occasion to get a shout out from your Jersey boy. Springsteen ballin' at CJ Mosley was once a ringtone for a week. Hello, my name is Bruce, and I am Springsteen. I want to wish you a very happy birthday. You know, my mother, it's her birthday too, but she hasn't been home in a while. I hope she's still perfectly healthy. Also, I want pizza bagels. These has nothing to do with your birthday. I'm just talking. Happy birthday. There you go. Nailed it. Nailed it. Happy freaking record birthday. Let's go. And for two, we got hit bad. The flight was canceled. Yeah. Yeah. Pizza bagels. Slideshow. All right. Government! It's when the mint gets governed. All right, pull out your notebooks. Y'all wanted me to do one for weeks, months, centuries. We're doing it. I'm going to tell you right now. It's going to be interactive. It's going to be the most interactive one I've done. It's not going to really be a lecture. It's not going to be a super long lesson, but I should probably pop a vitamin before I do this. Pop a vitamin? Pop a vitamin. JK fire top. Gonna go through all teams 23-24. Wait for my Cardinals. Yep. They'll all get done. Just like every year. They all get done. Since what, 2018? They all get done. All get done. Yep. I got 10 left. Next is going to be either an AFC South team or an NFC West team. So, because those are the last two divisions where I have two teams. So, don't worry. It's going to get done. It's going to get done. See you here, Pilot Man? All right, cool. Cool. All right, we'll do, all right, actually, this is great, because I could grab a vitamin. All right, so let me talk about this. So this has actually nothing really to do with the American government right now. Let's put it that way. Also, too, yeah, I taught through elections, so, like, you're fine. What I want to do with this, I like to introduce government in a bit of a different way, because you have to also think about the lessons that I'm teaching, right? They're to high school students. And to make students, like, involved and interested in government. As I have said a cajillion times, and as someone who has taught civics many times through the 2020 election, like 2016, siege social studies, all this great stuff. Again, there's ways to talk about this stuff. No issues were ever had. And I like to think that I've never told students who I voted for. I don't care. That's not my job to influence you who to vote for. My job was to get students to critically think, right, and be able to back up their arguments. So I don't care what political affiliation you come from. This is not that kind of lesson. So let's do this. I went to Chipotle. A few questions. Okay. So this is going to be don't put it in the chat just yet. Keep it to yourself. Either write it down or just keep it right there in the old noggin. All right? So I have a few questions for you. Okay? I want you to start pondering these questions. We're not even going to talk about government first. We're not going to talk about any of that stuff because I think a lot of times when people think about government, it's super boring. When they think about politics, it's super now divisive, but it's super boring. Back in the day, I miss the days where it was super boring. It is no longer. But a lot of times when I was teaching, it's just trying to get students interested in this to start, right? I need a ride from the airport tomorrow. Willing to offer my service. Won't be a Mafia con. Never wait till last minute to buy tickets. I appreciate you, bud. Yeah, no, it's only like 15 minutes away from the airport. I appreciate it. Should be good, though. Thank you, though. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you. So, my question is, what are your thoughts on human nature? You might be confused by that question. So let me make it a little bit more simple. In your opinion, and there is no wrong answer for this, in your opinion, this is based off your experiences. This could be based off of news you watch, what you know about the world, etc., etc. Do you think, or do you believe, let's go all the way with that. Do you believe that people as a whole are generally good or bad? I don't need your answers right now in the chat. Don't worry, we're going to get there. We're going to get there. This is going to be an interactive part of it. Do you think that people are generally good or bad? To follow up on that, again, just to kind of get the thoughts going. What makes them that way? Right? So, if you want to go through the old, I saw the nature versus nurture, right? What makes them that way? Are people born good or bad? Right? Is it your environment? Are you products of your own environment? And that's what's going to help shape you as a person? Or is it you come out the womb and you're like, hey, I'm me? Could be. Could be. Could be. Right? So, if we look at psychology, also taught, that's why I like to talk about this too. If we look at psychology, it's back in the day, and probably the most like simplistic terms it is the nature versus nurture argument. And there's no easy answer for that. Usually the leaning is that it's a mix of both. You know, and I'm not trying to do a nature versus nurture argument because that's not what the goal of this lesson is. Another way that this topic is now presented is like genetics versus environment, right? What makes a person a person? And some of you might be like really into like true crime, or some of you might be into like psychological, like, oh, like what made this person the way that they are? Why do people do what they do? Is it because they had a really bad childhood? Is it because they had a really good childhood? Is it because they grew up rich? Is it because they grew up poor? Etc., etc. Q&A tour comes out the womb. Hey, I'm crawling here. That's true. That's what happens with New Yorkers. John Fire, watch Twisters. Very good sequel. My third time all fair movie. 8 out of 10. Yeah, I heard it was good. I heard it did tell a good story, though. I heard it was good. I heard it was good. So, again, I want you to be able to answer this for yourself. There is no wrong answer for this. Just generally what you believe. What do you think about people? Do you think that the majority of people are good? Do you think the majority of people are bad? Do you think somewhere in the middle that it's kind of like, And then again, trying to answer that question, what makes people the way that they are? Is it their environment? Is it their parents? Is it genetics, etc.? Andrew Fighter, girlfriend went to an LA Kings game last season. Love the energy and environment. Now we love hockey games and the tickets are cheap. Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. Let's go. That's dope. All right. And then the last thing that I want you to think about before we start getting some answers here, and I'll take them in the chat. I'm going to go grab a vitamin first. I want you to think about this last question. And again, this is how I would start a government conversation. There's no wrong answer. It's your personal opinion. Be able to back it up as to why. I'll ask you in a hot second. Is it possible to improve? Can people improve? In your opinion, there's no wrong answer. Can people improve? So, get some thoughts. Think about them for what human nature is. And then we'll be back in a hot second. I was talking the AC. It's like somehow really hot in here. All right, right back. Oh, yeah. Think about this. What do you think about people? When you think about people, you're like, oh, those people suck. Oh, people are cool. Maybe you think they come out, they're a blank slate. A little tabula rasa. There's no wrong answer. Turn on the AC. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors. Oh, wait, I don't do that. All right, this is how I teach history, by the way. This is how I teach history. All right. President Tour, Tom, Bruce or Springsteen, who is better? Neither of them. That's what makes them great. But Springsteen. Springsteen. We at minute 69? We are at minute 69. Nice. Nice. All right. We're good? We got this? We have some ideas? Good. Take him down now. All right. So, give me some ideas. Guess your turn. 6-minute warning. Also, psychology lesson, please. I'm doing the best I can. We're combining a couple of different things here. Eventually, yes. That's fine. That's fine. All right. So, what do we think about human nature? Okay. So, there we go. So, Luke has some ideas here. Says, people are selfish. Right? Oh, yeah. We like some Thomas Hobbes, right? So saying society, say individuals can improve, society cannot. All right, that's an idea there. Why not? Why not? Great song by Michael Jackson. True. People are good, individuals suck. People are good, individuals, the complete opposite, suck. I like that. Let's go. Let's go. People are neutral. Nurture is most important. All right, let's go. People are neutral. All right. And then you're saying like parenting, nurture is pivotal. Pivotal. Excellent. I like that. I like that. All right, let's see here. All right, people are good. Mostly the media focus on their bad habits more than the good. They are born that way, and products of their environment. It's possible for everyone to improve. Okay, so we got an idea. We have some. People can improve, right? So people can improve. We have that down. Don't worry, we're gonna put lots of notes in here. We're gonna rock. We're gonna rock. We try to be good, but follow our own ambitions, thinking it's for the better. Ooh. All right. Okay. So maybe that's like a little bit like the selfish part. A little bit, right? Maybe. Okay. Okay. Well-intentioned, but few are truly good. You could definitely improve. All right. So we got that. So well-intentioned. Okay. Well-intentioned. I like that. All right. And we're just getting ideas down. We're just getting a whole bunch of them down. Product of environment. I like that. Product of environment. All right. If I could spell, that'd be great. Great. Generally good, all doing our best. Is difficult, but it is possible to improve. All right, so more votes for improving. All right, I like that. I like that. Systems surround us do more to influence developmental trajectory, but personality traits are often genetic. Okay, so some things, right? So maybe like personality. That got really small. Okay, personality is genetic. Okay. Human nature like social contract. Yeah, you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. Okay. All right, homie. I don't know why this got... Why, oh, God, why do you do the things you do? All right, we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll rock there. Oh, wait, I'm just making sure. Human nature, social contract. How are we defining improvement? Aligning with another individual's belief, people could change, but not sure exactly on improvement. Well, that's why it's subjective. So, like, again, there's no wrong answer here. So, do you think that people can improve? Do you think society can improve? Those could be two completely different answers like we saw above, right? People are selfish, individuals can improve, society cannot. Okay? Right? All right, break the stigma. So again, environment. Sure, absolutely. Absolutely. There's some flaws, yeah. All right. More right? Yeah, it's all right. We'll do this. We'll do this guy. Boom. 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 No. People. Oh, what the heck is going on? Okay. Now, if our people are greedy and bound by nature, can either improve or go against their nature by their nurturing. Ooh! I like that. Okay. So we got a little greedy. And here we go. Violent by nature, but can improve. Okay. And you're saying by nurture. Okay. Ooh, there's that violent word. All right. Could be over to Fiverr. Congrats on the new house, Wisconsin. Can't wait for your arrival. Hey, let's go. Let's go. All right. Here we go. Katie. Anyone can be improved. I have changed multiple times over the last 30 years based on my environment and learned knowledge skills. Hell yeah. Let's go. Defining themes of the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Of course, that's what it all comes down to. Of course. Societies can improve, but it will inevitably fall and improve again. Mandate of heaven. Oh, a little mandate of heaven action. All right. What is controlling someone's behavior? That's good. Almost, Michael. Almost. Yeah, surroundings. Self-centered. Sure. All right. This is pretty good. So, we got a number of things here. I want to take a gander at this. I want to take a gander. Boop. Oh my God, stop doing it. Stop. Thank you. Click off. Okay. So we got a few things here. People generally good but make some bad decisions. Think that people can improve. They generally put in the effort. Okay, so improvement, right, requires effort and is possible. So put it this way. I'm going to put out a poll because I told you it's going to get interactive. I'm going to put out a poll in the chat, and I'm going to do it on improvement. Hey, campaign, how we doing? All right, so let's do a poll. Before I put it, I'm going to explain something. Improve. All right? So, super easy. Can people improve? And what I mean by that is you see this in movies, you see this in all types of media, right? And maybe it's like a romantic comedy or something. It's just like, oh, people don't change. They'll never change, anything like that. Are you a person is a person, and up to a certain point, right? Maybe you're saying 25, right? Brains developed, that's it. That's who they are. You're not going to change. Or even if they do change at their core, they're still the same person. So I don't care what your answer is. I'm just curious what it comes. So I'm going to ask the question, can individuals improve? So if you classify somebody as a bad person, which also gets subjective as well, and then there's some things you could agree upon. Don't worry, we'll get there, like government. But the question is, can people change? Can people improve and be better? So let's start a poll. We grow and learn throughout our whole lives? Sure. Does that mean we change, though? Does that mean we change? We change. Get no wrong answer here. Does that mean we change? Depends on your religious beliefs. Does that have a place in government? God's terror, feel good and bad or evil is subjective based on societal norms of the time and can fluctuate. At our pure monkey brain core, humans want to survive and reproduce. You ain't wrong. Ain't wrong. Define good. That's why I didn't. I said, can people improve? Can they improve? As society, can society improve? Can individuals improve? So I'll give you an example, right? Let's just take something easy. Let's take medical advancements, right? So let's go smallpox. Smallpox used to eradicate people, right? Innovation, all that great stuff. Smallpox vaccine comes out, boom. We like to think no more smallpox, at least on a significant scale. That improves society, sure. But then maybe you go, all right, well, how much does that vaccine cost? What is the cost of that vaccine? Do the ends justify the means? We'll get into that stuff. But at a basic level, can they improve? Does pride and ego play a role in government? Oh, I think you can say so. All right, so this actually, all right, we got 97% people saying yes. All right, so it seems like there is a level of yes, improvement can happen, right? I see that there's a lot of product in the environment. Some stuff is going to be genetic, right? David, tour, all people can improve except for Vikings fans. I mean, these just might be truths. These might be simple truths. They might. So, nurture plays a role, and that's where we're going to go into environment as well. Campaign 5. I think people are individuals can improve as I have it, especially in the last 5 years. There you go. Machiavelli. It's true. Yeah, right. That's a good point, Lou. That's a great point. Yeah, zero-sum game. Yep, you're not wrong. Not wrong. So, these are your thoughts. So, some of you think, right, let's say a lot of you think that people can improve, things can get better, which is awesome. Some of you think people are selfish, which you could definitely make a very strong argument for. Individuals can improve, society can. People are greedy, they're violent by nature. Because again, remember what we're asking. We're asking about human nature. So if you just take a whole bunch of people, do you have faith in that? And this is the example that my old history professor used to use. And I think I've talked about this on stream before. Imagine there weren't any stoplights. There's no traffic lights. Traffic lights do not exist. What do you think is the result of traffic lights not existing? Madness. Make more roundabouts. Everybody crashes. Crash all over the place. Crash. Chaos. Chaos. Lots of chaos. Chaos. Why? Why? People learn to drive and work around each other because this actually exists in some other countries. Ooh, Brian! A good call. No order. No direction. Gail says people would work it out. Track police thing. Rick Couture, 49ers will improve with Devontae Adams. Don't you put that evil on me. Don't you put that evil on me. Living at stop signs. Sure. More trains. Sure. Humans will find a way to make sense of it. It's a social contract. I like where this is going. Oh, yeah. People learn the priority is to survive. Absolutely. Right? Could you be like the U.S. where we aren't exposed to disorderly roads? It'd be chaos. Sure. A rapid change. Yeah. J2, I think every offseason should be Tom Teachers. I was doing it during the season, during Friday Night Q&As. We rocking. Though if I actually a town in the Netherlands that has no traffic lights or signs, they work it out just fine. Oh! That seems like environment, right? So the reason that I asked that, the first stoplight will be invented. Sure, maybe that's going to cause progress, right? And be like, hey, these cars are crashing into each other all the time. We need our orderly fashion, right? Different culture. There we go with environment again, right? And this is something, like what we're talking about right now is something that I believe everybody should think about when it comes to government. Because I think based on your opinion of people, that is going to influence what type of government you are going to support, right? Are you going to, hey, they'll figure it out, or it's going to be mass chaos and people are just going to be running over each other and it's going to be horrible. So if I just joined the live stream that's going on, congrats on the house up. Hey, appreciate you. We're doing a little lesson. We're doing a little mini lesson. Why not? Why not? Why not? Yeah, it can adapt. Absolutely. Right? They can adapt 1,000,000%. So, got some great answers here. Now I'm going to provide you with some other answers. So, this is what your thoughts are. Right? There's a little bit mixed. It seemed that overwhelmingly people can improve. Right? Anarchy. Oh, yeah. We're talking about anarchy. When it comes down to human nature and you say a person is born fresh out the womb, are they good, bad, indifferent, neutral, blank slate? As that person grows up, what is going to influence them and what type of person they are? If you took 100 people, 1,000 people, 100,000 people, how many of them are going to do what some might be, oh, that's good? Or are they going to be violent? Is it going to be just about survival? And so, throughout history, these are all questions, and again, there's no wrong answer. These are all questions that a whole bunch of people sat down and thought of before. So, this is why this is important, because this is how you start relating to history. Because stuff that you could think about right now, are people good? Are people bad? Right? Can things improve? And again, all of that is subjective, right? Ampika, you said that before. Then we start getting down a philosophy route, and that gets really fun. And that's why I like talking about a whole bunch of different philosophies. Because what you're trying to do is you're saying, hey, human nature, are we good? Are we bad? Are we just like animals? What are we? And so, when you have the period of the Enlightenment, you got a bunch of people, and we're going to pre-Enlightenment for a hot second, that have their own ideas about people. And based on their ideas about people, whether they think they are greedy, selfish, just serving their own interest, or they're good, and they'll always do they'll tend to do the right thing, or they're neutral, and it completely depends on their environment, that is going to shape what a lot of thinkers are going to propose for governments. And it's going to be based off of, there's an element of trust. How much do you trust people to do the right thing, to be orderly, right, to that? And then what if there's disagreements? We'll talk about that in a hot second, right? First, we need to define good and bad. Exactly. So who defines that? Let's jump right into that. Who defines what's good and bad? Let's have fun. Person with the most food did it first. No one does. The societal group you're a part of. I like that. Personally, use the Bible. Sure. Religion. Yep. Subjective. Definitely. God, potentially. Which one, I would ask. Some dude named Jeff. Maybe. Maybe. The person with the biggest stick. Ooh. Ooh! All right. Most babies and toddlers are greedy by nature. Thank you! That doesn't change when they're a middle schooler. Impulsive, self-centered, outbursts of anger. They learn later this behavior isn't acceptable, but still have selfish desires at their core. Ooh, social constructs. Whoever wins the war or wars. Well, desire is the first emotion we feel. Right? Yeah, as scouts, nobody cares as long as you have power greater than man. Sure. So this is where we start to turn to a few things, right? And this is also how you see this is why I like explaining government like this, because everything that we're talking about, let's say you said religion. Throughout history, there have been plenty of governments and leadership that have used religion, and it's been hand in hand. I mean, hell, look at the Catholic Church. They had a long stretch over Western Europe where they were like, hey, it's us. There's different religions in which you could look at India, for example. You could look at different societal, you could look at Native American tribes. You could look at a number of different things in societies throughout history that have used religion as kind of a, hey, I can use this to help set up like morals or what is good, what is bad. If we want to go really deep into society, we go to Hammurabi's Code, right? Oh, Hammurabi's Code set of laws that saying, hey, if you do this, Islamic Empire, absolutely. If you do this, that's not going to be so great. If you do this, you'll be fine. Yeah, if you build a house and it collapses, maybe they get to kill you, right? So, this is what we're going to get into when we're talking about governments, because your thoughts, they have been happening throughout history. People have had the same thoughts about people. Oh, they're generally good. Oh, they're generally bad. Oh, it's their environment. Oh, it's not their environment. They're just coming out the womb like this, right? What's religion? Oh, that gets real fun. That's the first question I asked when we do about Mesopotamia. I said, what's the purpose of religion? So I love talking about religion when I teach, because it's not a controversial thing at all. Because I talk about every single religion with the same amount of like, hey, this gets the same amount of respect, because I'm presenting it as an idea. You don't gotta believe in it. If you believe in it, cool. That's fine with me. As long as you're a good person, we're rocking. We got no issues. As long as you're not trying to hurt anybody else, we're good. But when I'm teaching it, it's all the religion. Every single religion is the same to me, because that's the unbiased take that you, in my opinion, you have to have when you're presenting that, when you're presenting politics, any of that stuff. So it doesn't, like, whatever your religion is, cool. Personally, as long as you're a good person, I really don't care how you get there. That's me personally, Tom Grossi, not Teacher Grossi. But Teacher Grossi is, I don't care what religion you're from, I don't care what politics you're from, I'm going to present everything the same. And as long as you back yourself up, we're good. So you talk about religion, and right, it's answering questions. Where do we go? That's a big one, right? What's that big ball of fire in the sky? What happens at nighttime? Why are the crops like growing and sometimes it's storming outside? These are fun stuff, and like we could go through the history of religion, which is a whole different rabbit hole. But this kind of stuff is going to help shape other people's thoughts. So, let's talk about good old Thomas Hobbes for a hot second. So we're going pre-Enlightenment thinkers here. I also want to do a huge disclaimer here. I'm only going to be talking about 3 guys, just because we only have so much time, and I can't do like a full lesson. There is a lot more Enlightenment thinkers. There is an exhaustive amount of information that you could get. But this, I like to teach it like this because, again, the purpose of this lesson is to try to convince high schoolers why they should be interested in government. And I think that's important to start with this. And it's not like, all right, guys, let's learn about the legislative, the judicial. We'll do that later. That's fine. We're going to get to that. But starting at its core, how do you feel about people? Oh, you think that people are selfish and greedy and self-serving? Well, there's going to be a guy right here that you're going to agree with. That's your Grossiism's the only religion. Hashtag not a cult. All right, so Thomas Hobbes, he's got some ideas here. Close, Ashley. I'm not going to Machiavelli, though. Thomas Hobbes, so he's a pre-Enlightenment thinker. You probably learned about this. Oh, God, I hope you learned about this in school. He thinks about people straight up. People suck. People just suck. Their state of nature, human nature, it's chaos. Not chaotic good. It is chaos. In which people, he's not a fan of them. They're selfish. They're acting on their own accord. They're going to do whatever they need to do to survive. They'll be greedy. They'll be evil. They'll be whatever they need to do in order to get whatever they need to do, in order to survive, right? So Does anyone know why Thomas Hobbes feels this way? Or maybe one of the big reasons that is influencing why Thomas Hobbes feels this way. Maybe Bad Apple. Maybe. Opinion is Cheerios. Exactly. He's Debbie Downer. He's his daddy king. It's true. Someone hurt him. Maybe someone just did. Maybe he's going through a bad breakup and he's just like, yo, F this. That's not Black Death. Class and opportunity? Not yet. Not bullied. Nope. How he grew up? Does anyone know what he's like growing up during? Hey, Janine got it! Let's go, Janine! The English Civil War is going on. Right around, yes, extremely competitive. The English Civil War is going on while Thomas Hobbes is chilling. And he is watching a literal civil war unfold. His environment is rough. People are turning against each other. They're killing one another. There's chaos. There's instability within the government. A king gets his head chopped off. Things are a little not so great. Chester, everyone, sorry, late for class. Come on, Travis. What's going on? So, what's the solution here? Hold on 1 second. If I am of the opinion, equite turritum, believe in God, you don't gotta answer. I don't know. And I'm okay with not knowing. That's where I'm at. Inject so I can make my fascist dictatorship. Don't worry, we'll get there. All right. So, if people suck, if you are on the Thomas Hobbes train of thought where you're like, people are the worst. They are going to backstab you. You can never give them an inch because they're going to take a mile. They're going to be selfish. They're going to be greedy, animalistic. They're going to be violent. Well, is it really that much of a stretch that Thomas Hobbes believes in absolutism? Is it really a stretch that he's like, we need somebody in control here. We need one person who is going to rule basically with an iron fist and control everything. And my question to you is, why does that make sense? If Thomas Hobbes thinks that human beings suck, why does he think that an absolutist ruler, a ruler that has power over everything, why does he think that that's the correct form of government? Read over 5 years ago. I got you. Absolute ruler, ruh-roh. Oh no. Why is that? No wars? Why? Gotta dig a little bit more. Why no wars? Keeps people safe. All right. Good ruler keeps people good. Ooh, there you go. Everything can be perfect when there's no division. It's true. There's no division. We just clean it all up. Stop war. One opinion rules them all, so it'll be order, right? Hey, do this. Do this? The emo kid in high school, right? They control everything. So, it's not, oh, we gotta wait for what Parliament says. Oh, if we're just applying it to today, we gotta wait till what Congress says. Oh, bureaucracy is so slow. Nothing gets done. It takes forever. If only we had one person to just get it done. Oh, I have this pothole that's been sitting in my street for so long. And I've gone to the town and I said, hey, can you fix this pothole, please? And they're like, oh, you gotta submit a request form. All right, go to town hall, I submit a request form. All right, we're gonna give it to construction. All right, construction's got a plan a day to go out there. Oh, they're backed up for 6 months. They've been delayed. I'm still sitting here without a pothole. But if there was just one person and I said, hey, Mr. or Mrs. Leader, can you fix this pothole? Maybe they get it done sooner. Then we get into fun stuff of like, well, how do I get the leader to do that? Oh, is it money? Is it, we get different stuff. But Thomas Hobbes believes in absolutism. He believes in one ruler is going to keep things efficient. They can rule with an iron fist. And an iron fist is kind of needed here in Thomas Hobbes' opinion because he says people suck. People are chaotic. People need to be controlled. They need to be reined in because he's seeing civil war. He's seeing his own country tear itself apart. So he goes, nay, nay, people are violent. People are awful. So we need somebody to rule over them. Now, this is very, very important. He doesn't mean that you are a terrible ruler. That is very, 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 very important. It's not, oh, we should just put somebody in there and they should just start killing everybody. Nay, nay. Instead, you need to be a good ruler, but you need to rule and make sure that things stay orderly. So again, if you fall in this camp, maybe, that you're saying, people, I can't trust them. They're going to act in their own self-interest. They're not going to, help like for society or anything like that. If you leave people to their own devices, they're going to betray you and they're going to do whatever's best for them. If you feel that way, you might agree with Thomas Hobbes, right? This kind of stuff, and again, this is why like you teach this in a class, and hopefully at this point they've gone through school, because this would be like a senior thing. But if I'm teaching about just civics, but this is great when I'm teaching about this in AP and talking about Enlightenment, because this kind of stuff doesn't go away. This kind of stuff is scattered throughout history. You can make parallels to this, to when you're going to see the rise of things like fascism, which is going to distort ideas like this. And then you're going to have like, hey, strongman theory of you're going to have demagogues come in and say, I can fix this, but only I can. Only me. I can fix this. Making problems that are very complicated, very simple. Oh, this is the reason why. It's this group of people. It's the politics. Everything's so slow. And that's, again, different conversation for different day. But here, when you have Hobbes, his idea is one person is going to make this a lot easier because it's going to be able to control people who, according to him, are violent, selfish people. Right? So that's that tall glass of water right there, Thomas Hobbes. He writes the book Leviathan. So I always show the cover of that because it's very intentional. I'm sure at some point, if you talk about history, hopefully you've seen this at some point. And there's lots to break down the image. We're not going to do the history part of it. But basically, one ruler ruling over all, etc. Right? I'm not going to break it down because we're not going to get to the history just yet. All right. Let's talk about some other people. Because that's one opinion. Right? And some of you thought selfish, greedy, self-serving, all that great, wonderful stuff. Let's get some other people. Let's talk about my boy John Locke. Let's talk about my boy John Locke. Yeah, I don't know why there's bubbles randomly on this one. I don't know. But you're welcome. You're welcome. Again, pre-Enlightenment thinker, goes into the 1700s, but let's talk about my boy John Locke. He's got some different ideas. Not necessarily agreeing. Exactly, guy from Locke. There's a lot of Desmond. Yep. Desmond Hume. Kevin, thanks for $1.90. Oh, yes. Our boy, John Locke. Let's go. So John Locke, he has some different ideas from Thomas Hobbes. He goes, no. People aren't born, and they're selfish, and they're greedy, and violent, and all that. He goes, no. People are born free, and they are equal. And he goes a little bit further than that, and he goes, there's things that people have as soon as they are born. They come out the womb, they got three things. They have these things called natural rights. Life, they have the right to their life. Liberty, good old freedom. And someone would go, and the pursuit of happiness. And then I would strike them down and say, no, it's wrong. Because America's just like, all right, let me copy off you, but let me change it a little bit. Property. Oh. Okay. Rose on fire. Firebirds lost the championship. 41-46, injured QB. Trying to throw past the fourth. Oh, that's no good. I'm sorry, Rose. I hope it was a good game at least, but oh yeah, hopefully it's all right. Oh, it's all right. So, you are also entitled to your property. So, you will see this, look around the time frame as well. Property and individual property is a pretty strong thing in Western Europe. It's things that follow over with the colonists that go over to the Americas, and they're just like, this is my property. And some natives are like, what? And he's like, no, this is mine now. He's like, that's not how it works. And he's just like, boom, like societal contract. And they're like, that's not my societal contract. And then bad things. So, John Locke, life, liberty, property. Let's talk about that social contract, baby. Let's talk about social contract. Okay. Ooh. I love talking about social contract so much. So, one of the schools I taught at was an all-girls private Catholic school. It was my first teaching job. And they had uniforms that they had to wear. Hated it. They had like certain ones they had to wear like on different like seasons or whatever. And they had like a bunch of like rules and regulations or whatever of like whatever the school was. So the greatest part about it is if you walk into a classroom full of freshmen who already are like, I don't want to wear this uniform. This sucks. I have friends in public school, like all this stuff. This is perfect for them. Because I then go, and this is a multi-day lesson, but I go, hey, what's a social contract, right? What is expected of you when you walk in this building? And what do you get in return? And I always ask the students, and students go, well, I get education, I get fed, right? There should be a level of safety that's with this. Okay, great. You're going to learn, you're going to be kept safe, you're going to be fed, maybe play sports or activities, whatever. Right? However you define what their school experience was. And I go, okay, well, if you are being given that, this is on a smaller scale of social contract, what are you giving up and what are you agreeing to? And this is always fun because students would go, uniforms. We have to wear uniforms. I go, yep, absolutely. Gotta wear uniforms. So I'm going to expand this because we're probably going to get the same answer here. To the chat, if we're talking about high school, I don't care if it was private, I don't care if it was public, doesn't really matter for this. What do you have to give up or agree to in order to get that education, safety, food, etc.? If you want to just focus on it, because some schools, they don't provide that safety and or food. Let's just say education then. And sometimes that's lackluster at best. But what do you give up? Time. Do you control your time? Nope. Don't control your time at all. Absolutely. You have to agree to a code of conduct, right? Everybody gets a handbook. They get that handbook. Your time. Obedient. Right? Sure, you're going to put effort into it too. But do you control your schedule? Maybe you can pick your classes. But nope. You are here at this time. You are here at this time. You are here at this time. Phone. That's a good one. Maybe you can't use your phone. Phone's got to stay in the pocket. Maybe your phone's got to stay in your locker, wherever it is. Right? Can't use your phone. Can you say whatever you want? You say whatever you want. Your freedom! Respect, sure. Rules, hall passes. Can't say whatever you want, right? Can't say whatever you want. Because then you could lose that thing. Oh, if I raise my hand and it's a whole bunch of hate speech, guess what? You broke the social contract. You broke the code of conduct, what you agreed to get this education, and so because of that, consequences. So, John Locke goes, all right, out the womb, A, you got natural rights, life, liberty, property. So, at the end of the day, Locke goes, those rights that you have need to be protected. And so then I ask you, who protects them? I have a house, right? Let's just say somebody comes to my house and goes, this is my house now. And I go, it's not your house. They go, yes, it is. Let's say they have a weapon. Let's say they, are just going to use force. Who's to stop if that's their house? The government has to in this situation. Okay? Swerve's house. It's true. It's mine now. It's my house. It's mine. It's mine. Okay. Because let's just say, we squatters now, what? It's true. Wouldn't you be entitled to protect your house? Ooh! So I'm asking you a real question, and I don't care about any of the scenario. In your opinion, if somebody comes to your house and goes, this is my house, I'm going to take it from you, who is supposed to protect your property? Well, it depends. Why? I'm not saying how is it. I'm saying whose responsibility should it be? So, Bill goes castle doctrine, government officials, eminent domain. At the end of the day, me, moi, castle doctrine, de popo, right? Me, you're the militia. So, right off the bat, folks, we got some disagreements. Right? So even if we agree, hey, natural rights, life, liberty, property, great. Property. Who is supposed to defend that? Let's just say, let's do an extreme example here. Let's just say you're 85 years old, you're living at home. Same example. Somebody comes to your house and goes, this is my house now. Who's supposed to protect that person? Your answer is going to vary even in 2024 because there will be some. And again, there's no wrong answer here. This is why we're talking about human nature, and before we're even talking about government. Some folks will go, me, I have to. This is why I'm going to protect my house, right? Maybe this is why you might be pro Second Amendment and be like, hey, at the end of the day, I gotta protect my property, right? I have to protect my life. I have to protect my freedom. So maybe that's why I might have a firearm. Right? Then there might be people who go, that makes me feel a little unsafe. I think if you're an 85-year-old person, I don't think it should be dependent on the individual to protect their home. That should be somebody else. That should be the government. That is and you could go local, you could go federal, you could go state, what have you. It doesn't really matter in this scenario. But there should be somebody who's going to come and help me. Because these are my natural rights, and they should be protected. John Locke, at the end of the day, goes, it's got to be protected. Right? Depends on what they are going to do. We're going to take your house. We're going to take your house. So, this is one of my favorite ways to describe this. Is this like the way it's written in the textbook? No, I don't really care. John Locke, you could sum up some of his ideas about government and say, basically, government is an umpire. What is the job of an umpire? Community and law? Sure. Unless we want the government in our lives 24/7, needs to be us. There you go. Individualism, right? Individualism. To get every call wrong. Call balls and strikes. To make fair calls. Yep. Do its best for its citizens to blow games, of course. Yeah, we're talking about certain officials. Absolutely. But the idea, is an umpire supposed to run up to a pitcher and punch them in the face if they throw a strike or if they throw a ball? Jess, enforce the rules. I like that. Fair and balanced, right? Yes, please. No, they're not supposed to. Right? So, if it's the Yankees playing the Red Sox, right? The Yankees throw a strike. The umpire shouldn't drop everything and go, I'm going to punch you in the face now. Why? Neutral observers. Enforce the rules equally. It would be a lot cooler if they did 100%. If the umpire just got one punch every single game, it'd be pretty great. Only for the Red Sox. It's true. It's illegal. But in terms of the game, In terms of the game, how come we're not having an umpire run out and punch a pitcher in the face? Why not? What would it do to the game? I don't care about battery. No. What would that do to the game? How would that impact the game? Rule enforcers. Yep. It's not in the rule book. Chaos, right? The game gets ruined. And so now it's violence, and now it's chaos. So the umpire is there to call balls and strikes and make sure that the game is flowing. So for John Locke, he goes, government should be an umpire. It is protecting natural rights of life, liberty, and property. That's what they should be doing. If everything's going well, these natural rights are protected, we good. We're rocking and rolling. Great. Yeah, and we get to bias and all that great stuff. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so he writes that. That's more just for you to know, because I had Leviathan in there. But he believes in tabula rasa, which is blank slate, right? We're basically talking about Lost. So he believes people are coming out. Yo, they're a blank slate. Blank slate completely. They're not good. They're not bad. But he generally has a positive view about human nature, in that people are generally good. And as long as their natural rights are protected, we're all right. We're doing okay. We're solid here, right? So, very different view from good old Thomas Hobbes, who we were just talking about. Thomas Hobbes goes, people are violent, cruel, selfish, etc. Need an iron fist. Make sure things are in order. Locke, government should hover. They should be an umpire. That's a ball. That's a strike. Hey, don't take their property. Hey, stop trying to kill that person. We'll come in if we need to. But basically, keep the game moving. Right? There's John Locke. I know. Try to control yourself. I know. He's a looker. I know. He's like, Tom, I don't know if you can show this against YouTube's terms of services here. Woo! I know. So, that's where you're going to get different branches of government, too. All that great wonderful stuff. Again, I'm not focusing on that part for this particular lesson. All right. Last one. It's about Rousseau. It's about something different. So, this is Enlightenment period, 1782. They go, yeah, Locke, I like some of your ideas. I like some of them. Social contract, yeah, they got natural rights. I agree with that. You are born with rights. And so now, great show, Nick. And so now, it is Eli. My question to you, before we even continue. See, this is where, like, it's better in, like, a classroom setting. Do you think, or do you believe, that people have natural rights? And that gets into the question of, if you do, what are they? And that's where there's going to be some serious disagreement. Is it something simple, like life, liberty, property? Is it access to healthcare? Is it education? Is it just safety in general and security? Or there's some that goes, yeah, but it's a really, really short list, right? More like individualistic. Or it's the complete opposite and goes, no. There's no natural, you're not owed anything. You come out, yo. Nope. No, yo. You're given nothing. So, again, these are just things to think about. And this is how you teach government. And it doesn't have to devolve into this crap storm that we're currently in, because this is, hey, how do you feel about people? Do you think people should have rights? Yes? Cool. What should those rights be? Ooh, freedom of religion. There's one. That just popped up too, right? Do people have natural rights? When you are born, what are your natural rights? What do you have the right to? Some people will say nothing. Some people will say life, liberty, property. Some will say life, liberty, pursuit of happiness. Some will say life. Some will say life, healthcare, education, etc., etc. And again, this is how we get into different governments here. Where do people get their rights from? That's a great question. Natural rights are rights that you are born with. Do you think that people have natural rights or should have natural rights? And again, we'll start getting into governments and stuff, but that's the thing. Are you born with rights? So I'm not using God-given rights because that's even introducing an element of religion in here, and I don't even want to imply that there's religion in here because that's going to come later. This is more like you are born. Great. What do you have the right to? Do you have the right to not get murdered? Do you have the right to your life? Do you have your right to, like, go and live your life? Some people will say, nope, every person for themselves. Social Darwinism, baby. Right? So, just have that in your mind right now. So, Rousseau is saying people have natural rights. We're on there. And we're going to go a step further. We're going to go opposite of Hobbes. We're going to go a step further in Locke and go, it's not necessarily blank slate, but in their original natural slate, when they come out, people are generally happy and good. Generally. This is what Rousseau thinks, right? Rousseau is going, people, they're a pretty good time. They're a pretty good time. That's good. However, as times get tough and inequalities occur, so let's just say he believes in natural rights, right? So I pop out the womb. Yo, I'm a baby. I then grow up. What are my rights? Let's just say we all agree on life. You can live your life. Well, somebody comes down the road and goes, I don't like your face. I'm going to kill you. Well, that's going to be a problem. Maybe this person is stronger than me. Maybe this person has a weapon. Maybe whatever. It really doesn't matter in this example. But the idea is that with people, because there's just a bunch of people, inequalities are going to occur in which someone is going to, hey, I'm infringing on your right to live. I'm going to kill you. And then people have to go, what do we do about that? Ah, damn, that random person's killing my neighbor. That's rough. I liked them. What do we do about that? And so people go, okay, I think it'd be great if there were people to protect me from being killed by random people. I think that would generally be a good thing, right? So they go, you know what? Maybe we need a small government to protect us from random people walking down the road and just knocking on us and go like, I'm going to kill you. Cool. Great. So a bunch of people get together and they go, righto, sure. Now, what do you have to give up for that? All right, there's a government that exists now. They're going to protect you. What do you got to give up? You want security? What's it going to cost? Maybe payment? Ooh, maybe payment, right? Oh, maybe money. Hey, I'm like walking around this town, making sure random people aren't walking down the road and killing people. But like, I need to pay my bills. Like, I'm not home. Like, I gotta be able to do this. I gotta be able to pay for stuff. Oh, that's gonna cost money. Well, then what's gonna be fair there? Well, I mean, I'm protecting everybody in this town, which apparently it's walkable. I'm protecting everybody in this town, so what if, like, instead of just one person paying it, we take it from everybody, right? Well, like, a little bit from everybody, I can get paid, I can continue to support my family, and I'm happy to continue to do my job, right? Cool? That seems pretty fair, right? They'll talk about it. Yeah, sure. Why not? Okay, we'll do that. Welcome to taxes, right? Okay, so now we got taxes. So you're giving up money. Maybe the town starts growing a bit. So now they need to hire more people. So now it's going to cost more money. Okay? Or maybe it's, hey, there's a lot of people just walking around, just like walking people's houses and killing people. Like, we need more people. We need more people to watch over this. And, like, you know what? Maybe we're going to keep a closer eye on you, too. So maybe you got to give up some freedom and some privacy to have that security. So according to Rousseau, he's saying that as inequalities start to occur, you're going to see people give up their rights or surrender their rights to the overall, and use quotations here, general will, the majority of people. And again, this could be millions of people. This could be 100 people, right? Let's keep it small here. So if we go 100 people, yeah, exactly. Patriot Act all the live long day, right? After 9/11, 100%. TSA, they're just like, take off shoes, belts. Yep, give them that up. That's social contract. I want to get on a plane. I got to do this. Social contract I pay. So the idea is as time goes on, they're going to give up more and more of their rights, but they're supposed to get something in return, social contract. So in 1762, writes this, people overall are born good. Society is what corrupts them. So, if he's going, people are good, the only question that really comes up is, okay, but what about the bad people? And then what you should be asking is, well, what's bad? Subjective, right? And some things you could look at and go, hey, shouldn't kill one another. Probably just a good rule of thumb, right? Where are you getting that from? That goes down a whole bunch of things. But yeah, exactly, LQ. Influence from the environment. So he's saying people are good. Okay, well, what about that guy? That's the guy who's walking down the road and killing people. And he goes, well, that's society. Society eventually corrupts people. And it makes them bad. Maybe that person, right, was pushed to the brink. They don't have a home. So what they're doing in order to survive is they're going and taking somebody else's home. Am I justifying it? Absolutely not. But the argument here is that society making people competitive, making people talking about especially social classes. So here, like, you have monarchies, you have rich and poor. And on top of that, the gap is pretty astonishing. You are seeing the rich of the rich who are eating everything and are having the most amazing life. And then you're seeing the poor that are starving to death, that children are dying. They can't feed their kids. And so because of that, and because of those divisions, yeah, people who were, hey, came out the womb, how we doing? Oh, I'm starving. So, Rousseau has an idea that what is going to help people get back to that natural good state, because again, he believes that people are generally good, education. Education can improve people and bring people back to their natural, happy state. And then we go back into 2024. Education, is that a natural right? Now, is this person perfect? Absolutely not. Because let's talk about a different part of this, right? And this was This is why I loved teaching. So at that same all-girls Catholic school, when I taught about Rousseau, when I taught about Locke and Hobbes, they're like, yeah. And then Rousseau comes up, and generally a lot of people, or a lot of students, I should say, agreed or tended to agree with Rousseau. Because you also have to think of the demographic, right? They're like 14-year-old girls who think that their life is the hardest thing in the history of the world because they couldn't go out with their friend. And I'm generalizing significantly. But in terms of like, oh my God, it's the worst thing ever. And it's the same exact thing with boys. It was hysterical because I would suggest this and they go, oh, yeah, society is what makes me miserable. All this homework is killing me. All of these things are making my life. I just want to hang out with my friends and be happy and go to the beach or watch Netflix or do anything else. I'm in school and I'm just getting suffocated with homework and mean teachers, and my parents are yelling at me and my coaches are yelling at me and all this stuff. Yes, if I could just be left alone in peace, I would be so happy. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds good. That sounds good. Jeez, this is amazing. Wish I had a teacher growing up. Hey, appreciate you, Cheese Guy. Appreciate you. Right? Like, that sounds pretty good. And then I go, oh yeah, small note here. Rousseau believes in the natural state. In the natural state, according to Rousseau, women are submissive to men. And to watch the air get sucked out of the room when I say that, and I go, welcome to history. Because, oh, yeah, I agree with, wow. Yeah, happy, natural state. It's society that makes me bad. It's not me. We can all improve. Oh, what about, oh. And that's when we get talking about the glorification of people and idolization of people, which history, if it's taught well, should level that out. Right? Should level that out. Right? There's Harrison Butker. Harrison Butker, huge fan of Rousseau. Huge fan of Rousseau. His famous quote, I don't know why that quotation's on there, but man is born free, yet everywhere is in chains. It is very dramatic, 100%. And it's just society is what's ruining my life. Society is what's bringing me down. I would be truly happy if I didn't have to go to work. I would be truly happy if I didn't have to do this, and this. Oh, yeah, women also submissive to men. Natural state. Ooh. That's rough, right? So the reason I also present that too, and that is a very important part of this, is because historical figures are flawed because they're people. And that's when you bring this back to what governing is. Government, right, it's over people. So that's why I start this entire lesson with, what do you think about people? Because if you think people are naturally good, maybe you're trending more for Rousseau of, hey, we should help people, like educate people so that they can be in like their happy natural state, protect their rights. Or maybe you're like, you know what? It's kind of a mismatch there, blank slate, and it's nature and nurture combined, protect natural rights, what have you, but people can turn out pretty good. And then you have people like Thomas Hobbes who are like, no, people are always going to be out. They're always going to take advantage. Greed is always going to be there, and it's going to ruin things. And how you keep those people in check is to make sure that they don't get power, because there's only one person that has it. Think people are just aight? Maybe John Locke. So, as we begin to wrap this up, based on your thoughts about human nature, we got yours. We talked about some individuals. They had their thoughts on human nature. Let's ask the $1 million question. based on everything we talked about today, based on all of your thoughts individually on human nature, on people, in your opinion, what is the role of government? It could be as simple or as exhaustive as you want. So what is the role of government? Keep the world intact. Oh, so it's not just your country or your town or your city or your state. You got to keep the world intact. Well, what if the rest of the world doesn't agree with you? Ooh, this gets complicated real quick, right? Protect our rights, Janine says. All right, which ones? Then it goes back to natural rights. Some people think you got rights. Some people don't think you got rights. Some people are going to disagree on the rights that you think you have, right? Do what's best for its citizens. Who's defining that? Who is defining best for citizens? Record fire. Power tends to corrupt and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Wrong. Ensure the rights equally of all. All right. So maintaining rights. Keep order and ensure we live and continue in a safe environment. So security, you would say, is really important, right? Keep order. Okay. What are you giving up for order? What does order look like? What if you disagree what's in order and out of order? Control. I like that. Protect rights of citizens. I like that. Protect my freedoms. Right? There you go. My life, my liberty, maybe my property as well. The role of government is like the bumpers in the bowling lane. Ooh, kind of just keep, I like that, right? Just keep things flowing. That's it. Keep people in check. To protect the masses from themselves. Ooh. Who knows better than that? Who knows better than the masses? Who's better at golf, of course. That's the most important thing. That's the most important thing. It's true, Kaylee. You do. Littered with so many gray areas, there's so much room for interpretation, there can never be a clear set of rules. So, what the assessment would be, based off of this, is I would have you create your own government. And I had like a huge project that was attached to it, is you create your own government, and I broke it down like laws, how are leaders, does your society have leaders? If so, how are they chosen? Are they elected? Is it a monarchy? Is it run through blood? Is it, fair democracy? Is it going to have a constitutional republic? What kind of aspects do you have? So, and then I show them, because usually, especially from in high school, you ask them, what's the best type of government in the world, and usually they find their way around to democracy, right? Some aspect of democracy, because they're like, look at what we got. I wouldn't be surprised if some of those answers have changed since then, but they usually find their way around to democracy. So then I show them a video, and I think I might have shown this on stream before. I just don't know about copyright. But there's a great video that summarizes real quick Socrates' thoughts on government. Because again, we're talking about human nature, right? So we can go now back further in history. This is just Enlightenment era. Let's go back to ancient Greece, right? Let's talk about Greece. And Socrates, and talking about how he viewed democracy as problematic, because when you let the masses of people vote, people can be swayed, right? They use the example of a doctor and a candy shop owner, and the doctor goes like, hey, like, listen, we need to, potentially hurt you to like give you medicine or all this other stuff. And then you have the candy shop owner who goes, don't listen to the doctor. He goes, no, I'm just going to give you sweets. You want ice cream? I got you, bro. Who are people going to vote for? So then it goes into create your own government. What does it look like? And then you compare it to the governments that we have today. Rex with fire. It would be easiest to maintain balance. Be the masses to control the means of production. Yeah, sure. But then, okay, so you're having just like masses. What does any government look like? Okay, well, who protects your family? That's a thing. That's a thing. Let's go, Caleb. Let's go, babe. Let's go. God's fire. Really don't want to create my own government. Chargers win Super Bowl every year, and Chiefs fans would be rehabilitated. Yeah. Yep. So this is like how I get students interested in government. And like, this is how like my classroom would run, is that like you could share all the opinions that you want. You need to back it up. I'm not telling you who to vote for. I'm not telling you like, no, like I want you to back it up. Like, I'm going to vote for who I'm going to vote for. But when I was a teacher, that wasn't my job. That's not my job to do it. And again, to break down history to what it really is, it's people. And how you as an individual feel about people, I guarantee you, like there is someone who has felt that way about people before. And sometimes you relate to philosophers who wrote things hundreds of years ago. And you go, oh, they have my same idea of what people are, who people are, and what human nature is. So it leads down to some really interesting conversations, and then we start getting into other governments of like what works, what doesn't work. And we get into, this is not like part of it, but I just had these in here. Like this is the kind of stuff, again, we're not gonna like dive into it, but Editor Tom, join the stream. Working a super intense political job right now. I need some advice to keep my head above water. Always grateful for your content, Steers Go Super Bowl. Well, I'm so sorry that you're dealing that right this second, because that's especially right now. Yeah, you just gotta believe like what you're doing is good, right? And you just gotta hope you're right. You gotta hope you're right. These are some questions that would pop up in like future lessons, right? So what do your characteristics look like? Is there voting? Who votes? Are there limits to voting? Are there age limits? Are there education limits? Oh, those get into really fun conversations. Is there a leader? Like I said, how is that going to be decided? Is it through monarchy? Is it through whoever? Is it central power? Is it one person? Or is it shared? Are there going to be branches? Are there going to be multiple people and multiple leaders? And then how do you ensure, again, this is like the $1 million question that would come later, but how do you ensure the role of government, what we already defined before? If you say that the role of government is to protect people's rights, how do you ensure that that is carried out? And that's why the last question is, what if people disagree? I think that government should do this. Okay. So you're going to carry it out doing this. Great. What if people disagree with you? How do you deal with that? What is the role in government when people disagree? Checks and balances? Sure. And again, I was talking about this the other day. I was talking to a former teacher, a former history teacher, actually. And I was talking about how I used to teach. And when you teach history, and especially if it's like U.S. history, you teach about the different branches of government. And I do my best to like make that as interesting as possible, because that can be very, very dry, right? Regulatory courts need a fair, neutral justice system. I'm so glad that you just said that. So when I was teaching, you learn who is the most, or what is the most powerful branch of the United States government. Is it the executive? Is it the judicial? Or is it legislative? Right? And back in the day, it's not that long ago, the answer that was written in all the textbooks, the answers that were like, oh, was legislative. Right? It's legislative. I think, and that'd be a fun argument, fun just as like a historical, like, hey, witnessing this right now, I think you can make a really strong argument it's judicial. Right? And again, not even getting into the politics of it, but legit because you have a majority that are leaning in one direction over another, that is setting policies, and I think you can make an argument it's judicial. So I was watching, because like it's ramping up, and like especially teaching civics and stuff and looking at it differently. Like I was watching a bunch of stuff. Like and I don't watch news because bleh, like I say this all the time, I'm boring. I watch C-SPAN, or I'll just read a crap ton of different sources because like that's what I would teach my students, and it would be hypocritical not to. So I've watched press conferences. I watched the RNC and saw Hulk Hogan. And I was like, this is a weird clash of things. And legitimately looking at it of like, you're watching history. Like it is history. And I think that there is 100% a sense of, oh God, like this is what we're left with. And that I really think if that crosses all aisles of like this, but like what you're watching is legitimate history that's gonna be written about. And that's how you get students and people interested in government and politics. And politics is an absolute circus. It is a circus right now. And it's not a fun... It'd be a fun circus if I was reading about it in a textbook. It's not a fun circus because you're living through it. But to look at it from, hey, why should I care about these random dudes from hundreds of years ago who are writing about their ideas? Because those ideas literally are being argued about today. Literally right now. You look at this guy, how would you fix the government? How does your ideal government that you're creating through this project, how does that compare? What is failing right now? How could it be improved? Can it be improved? And you go back to the original questions. God's fire. It's a good thing I don't have any real power. I'd totally be Palpatine. I get it. Lightning hands? Come on. Junior Tour, it was legislative until Mayberry versus Madison. So, yeah. Government is an elaborate social experiment, and that's how you get people, I think, involved with it, because I think it is very, especially today, and this is from teaching young people and, oh God, I just said that as an old person, but like, listen, I'm 33. I'm not 13 anymore. God, there's a 20-year difference. But it's my job to get you to care about this. And like to get it when I was a teacher, like to get you interested in, it zoomed in because I moved it up, to get you interested in like this insane circus of government and politics. Because if at some point you just throw your hands up and go, well, just gonna watch the circus and see what happens. Yeah, like, all right, you're gonna witness it, but man, I'd rather be a part of it in whatever way it's going to look like, because, bro, history's crazy and things happen and like things change quickly. And I think it's just, bro, if you think that things could be better and like you actually believe in something, and this is why it goes back to the original questions that I asked you, can people improve? Are people good? In my personal opinion, this is not Mr. Grossi, this is Tom Grossi, I think people are good. 100% you're going to get taken advantage of. 100% there's not good people. 100%. There was a time where our government, multiple times, sold us out to billionaire companies that now literally determine our lives. Yeah, like that happened. It sucks. It's not fun. I don't enjoy it. But, like, do you think that things can be better? Or are we just sitting here going, all right, like, we're going to die. Like, we're just going to watch it all go down. And I think it's just, if you believe in something and, like, something is it's just good, and you think it could help people, I'm about helping people. And if you really rely on, like, the goodness of people, yeah, like, it doesn't have to be this. And it is a mountain, and it is an insane endeavor to even think about, because there need to be like systemic change. And that's why like the introduction of like grassroots things, like I'm all about it, because you have a system where it costs, as we talked about like a couple weeks ago, $250,000 to get into if you want to run a decent congressional campaign. It's just, again, this is why like the chaotic good stuff, it's, yeah, like people are awesome. People suck too. People definitely suck. But you got to think that people can improve. I think people can improve, and I think people can be better, and I think, you know, people together can do really, really cool things. So, yeah. Regardless, I hope, you know, you find something that you could believe in, and even if it's not ideal, or even if it's like this is a total circus, and I will not disagree with you. You know, you gotta kindness and being good. You can't let that go. Can't let that go, because once you do, what's the point? Coach Fire, ideally, the most powerful branch should be none of them. Ideally. Hold on, I want to fix this camera. Gotta fix this camera real quick. We'll finish this beer and then we'll skedaddle. Ugh, we got Discord stuff to do. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. That's like the mini government lesson how I'd introduce that. So yeah, I'll never forget. There is a. I think I explained. This maybe it was a members Q&A. When I was teaching way upstate, this is when I had a 90-minute commute. They lied to me about the job. It wasn't really teaching. It was one of the most toxic environments I had ever been in. And I got there at 7 a.m. It was a really impoverished area, and I told this was on our classrooms were on the second floor of a tax building. There was no security. There was random people that were wandering through the hallways during lessons. It was a rough situation. So I parked my car at like 7 a.m. I'm in the lot, and it's just a tax office lot. And I get out of my car and I grab my bag, and this guy comes up to me and he's like, "Hey man, like I gotta catch the bus. Like I need money." Right. So like I grew up outside of like New York City, right? The amount of people who are homeless, the amount of people who are literally just trying to survive and like change and stuff like that. And it's a very New York thing too. You know, it's New York. This guy was like, you know, "Do you have any money?" And I was like broke as hell. I took a $10,000 pay cut to take this job. The job was really bad. And I literally looked at my wallet and I had $20 on me, and that was all I had. And I was like, "You know what, dude? Like, here you go. Like, I hope it helps." Right. So, go to work, and one of the students like comes up to me and said, like, because I think they were like waiting at the window or something because they were waiting for me to unlock the classroom. And they're like, "What did that guy want?" And I was like, "Oh, he needed money for the bus." So I gave him money. And he goes, "Oh, like this kid who grew up in the area is just like, probably he's just going to buy drugs." And I was like, maybe. I was like, or maybe they needed to catch the bus and I couldn't get home. It cost me $20. And at that time, like $20 is a big deal. This is a good amount of money. But you're going to get taken advantage of. You know, I'm not saying cover your eyes to everything and just ignorance is bliss and just like trust everybody and right, it's verify but trust, or trust but verify, excuse me. But yeah, like that stuff gets proven during like 30 and 30. Like that stuff gets proven during like the international stadium tours. Like that stuff gets proven when like we just raid people and there's a want to help people. Like, yeah, I think people can be really cool. People can suck a lot. And people can be greedy, and people can be terrible human beings. But I think a good chunk of people, I think a majority of people, are striving to just survive in their environment, which is a difficult one to survive in. And I think they have a capacity for a lot of good. A lot of good. God's Fire, it's interesting and fun. It's why I'm my childhood hero. Back in my day, I was watching Tom Grossi. So, people being cool. So, you could be that person too. Be kind to people. Be good to people. That's what it's about. Cost you nothing. Cost you nothing. But folks, we've been going for like 2.5 hours. We got Discord stuff to do. I also had to pee. But folks, I hope you have a great weekend. MafiaCon, if you're there tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow. Raise money for charity. Let's go. And then Monday, I have 10 reactions left. I'm going to try to get them done within the next 2 weeks. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to try to have Coach come out next week as well. So, we'll try. We'll try. But folks, thank you so much for watching. Have a great weekend. And yeah, we're all going through it. So, I get you. I'm Tom Grossi. And as always, go Pack Go. We're going to make it.